I have been told a lot that I look like Katy Perry, so I thought I should create a fun video and do a makeup look like Katy Perry. So this is the picture right here that I'm trying to achieve. And let's see how it's gonna turn out. I'm excited. So as you can see, her brows are very prominent. So I did do my brows and I've used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow product. This is in the shade medium brown. Didn't want to bore you with that. And my complexion is already primed. And I've also added the Tarte Poreless Primer in this area and forehead just to cover in the pores. But let's put the hair up and see what we can achieve. I think that Katy Perry is just very beautiful. I really like her features and her makeup, and I'm gonna put the picture right here so you guys can see what I'm trying to achieve. But yeah, I'm excited to try this. So let's start with priming the face more. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, and I'm gonna add this kind of all over the face. I want my face to be glowy. Glowy, but not too glowy based on her picture. I've been using the e.l.f. one a lot and I want to switch it up. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty brush and just push this primer in. This is more of a lighter product compared to the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one is a little bit more thicker and provides a little bit more coverage for sure. But I haven't used this one in a while. And since I'm using a lot of high-end makeup, I thought I should just stick to all high-end. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the new Makeup by Mario foundation, and this is in the shade 3W. A little bit goes a long way, so I'm just gonna start with very little because this is a very thick foundation and I don't wanna be too much. So I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 101 brush and push this foundation into the face. This foundation brush is really good if you want to apply foundation really fast. However, if you have a smaller face, you can always go in with the BK Beauty 109, which is a baby version of this one. But I like to use this one for cream bronzers and cream blushes. So now I'm going to go with a Morphe dampened sponge and make sure we get rid of any brush strokes on the face. I do have a new eye product in today's video, so stay tuned for that because I might incorporate that as well. Moving on to concealer. Concealer I'm going to use is the Lancome All Over Concealer, and this is in the shade Biscuit. And I'm going to also prime my eyes with this concealer. So for this, I'm just going to go in with my sponge. So if you guys have been told by someone that you do look like an actor or an actress, I would really love to hear your comments down below. And let me know who is your lookalike. I've been told that I look like Winona Ryder, like Katy Perry, and there was another one, and also Emily Blunt. I was just recently told that I look like kind of like Emily Blunt as well. But again, today we are doing Katy Perry. So I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Powder. This is in the shade 1 Fair, and I'm just gonna set the eyes with this. So I'm just using this powder just for the eyes, and I do have a different powder for the face. Okay, so let's move on to contour. I have to use this. This is my Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. It's so pretty, and I'm just gonna contour a little bit. It doesn't look like she has a lot of bronzer, so we're gonna keep it on the low side, I think. But I do love bronzing. Okay, so I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 109 and just give the face a little bit of color here. So it looks like the picture, the most prominent parts are the lips and the eyes. So you can even stop here, but I want to go a step further, and I'm going to use the new, to me, Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer, and this is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to use a BK Beauty 111 brush. Just add a little bit more shadow to the face. Ooh, such a pretty bronzer. I love Makeup by Mario products. The way he creates the products, they're so subtle, but with such impact on your face that you don't even realize. And they're easy to use for beginners as well. There's no patching. There's not a lot of work involved when you use his products. See? Just a little bit of color. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter. She doesn't have much highlighter, so I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario Soft Glow highlighter in the shade Pearl. And I use a BK Beauty 112 brush. Just add a little bit of glow here. I'm going to come back and add this maybe in the inner corner. We'll see. This is my favorite brush to apply highlighter with. Okay, so for blush, I have chosen the Patrick Ta Blush Duo, and this is in the shade She's So LA, because you can see in the picture she has more of a bronzy type of blush, and it's more on the outside, so nothing on the cheek here. So we're going to try accomplish that. I think I'm going to use a not BK Beauty, BH Cosmetics number 3 brush, which is a nice fluffy brush, and just start applying on the outside here. I'm just going to go in with the powder, not with the cream. It doesn't look like she has much cream products on her face. So the blush is very subtle. That is a very pretty. I love this blush. So let's move on to powder now, because I don't have any cream products. So I'm going to use my GIVENCY Prisme Libre powder. This is in the shade 1. I'm going to dump a little bit right here in the cap. And I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just apply in the middle here of the face. Kind of smooth this area up. Her canvas is quite flawless. Yes, this powder is the best powder you can have and apply to a mature and dry skin. I love this powder so much. Now, let's move on to the eyes. So I have a new product here, and this is the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow. And I also want to work with the Patrick Ta, the brown one. What is this called? The Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eyeshadow. So this is what the Hourglass looks like. It is so pretty. It comes with this cap. Make sure that you keep this and you apply it back. But I want to see how this one feels. Ooh, very pretty. Look at that. Let's see on the hand. Oh yeah, that's a pretty one. But I'm going to go into this one as well by Patrick Ta and see which one is more similar to what she's wearing. These are the shades. Maybe we're gonna kind of use all of them here. It's hard to see, but it looks like her eye has more of these 2 shades. Let's incorporate all of them. Let's use the Makeup by Mario bronzer. So I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario bronzer and use it as a transition shade. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 201 brush and apply this bronzer as your transition color, just to tie it in with the bronzer on your face. So there's a trick. If you don't want to use eyeshadow, you can use your bronzer. It really ties in your makeup together really nicely. Just like that, a very nice soft transition shade. Now this eye look is going to look very simple because it looks like all she has is glitter all over the eye. I'm going to use this one from the Patrick Ta one right here, which is the darkest glitter that belongs in this palette. And I'm just going to use my finger for that and apply it all over the eyelid. So you can go in with another brush. This is a E3 by Blinked Brushes. Blend this eyeshadow nicely. Yeah, this is what she has on her eyelid. And to make it a little bit more sparkly, I'm gonna go into this Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter eyeshadow in the shade Ray. This is so soft and nice. And just apply this in the middle here for extra sparkles. So you can see the difference here where we applied the Hourglass compared to where we don't have yet. Now I'm gonna go into the Hourglass and do the same thing. Now let's add a little bit of the highlighter. So I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario highlighter, and I'm gonna use this is a BK Beauty 209 brush, and just add this in the inner corner. Because she does have some subtle highlighter in the inner corner. Yeah, and she also has a little bit right here under the brow bone. Okay, so now let's move on to the bottom lash line, and it looks like she has it smoky. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna use again the bronzer just for a little bit to tie in with everything else. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 207 brush, because it looks like she has just a little bit of shadow underneath there. And then we're gonna go in with something smoky, and she has, I think, this type of shade, like it's more of a red undertone, red brown, and we're gonna smoke up the look. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 204 brush. So I'm gonna go in with a BK Beauty 207 and just diffuse this. Now I've noticed that she has in the middle some glitter. So I'm gonna go in with a Colourpop gel liner, and this is in the shade Overboard, and it's right here. So it has a little bit of brown, red, and some glitters in it. So I'm gonna put this in my waterline here. Oh yeah, you can see how nice it smoked it out a bit more. Okay, and then she also has some glitter right here in the middle. So I think I'm gonna use this Hourglass and go in with a E6 by Blinked Brushes and see if we can pick some up. Maybe we should spray the brush. I'm gonna spray the brush and just add it down here, because I do see some glitters. Just like that, so that we can tie in the top with the bottom. Okay, so let's apply mascara, and I'm gonna use my Merit mascara on the bottom lashes, or maybe not. No, I'm gonna use my Clinique mascara on my eyes, and I will be right back and I will show you what I chose for lips. So enjoy this intermission. Okay, so the camera didn't record, so what I chose was the BK Beauty lip liner right here, and this is in the shade Alter Ego, and also the lipstick by Pat McGrath in the shade Flesh 3 109, which is right here. And there's the final look. Let's use some setting spray. So I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is such a good setting spray, and I'm gonna use my sponge to push everything in, and then let's do the hair messy like she has it. And what do you guys think? I'm gonna pop a picture here right beside me so you guys can see. I think that the look turned out so good. I just love it. Here's the eyes and the lips, and the complexion looks very flawless with all the products we've used. It's just stunning. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think, did I achieve my goal to look like Katy Perry in this picture? I hope I did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.